And we are live. Nisambula Vinaka, naturanga kena marama na dharugo kena ngone lewa. Nisema tuku mai na nito patapata ni biba karara mataki na marama buluoti mai na antita kumbau na ya kavini kuwa. So wakambula tuku ane bike munito tako sarebenga na bono nisema tuku mekina. Ni andra Vinaka, ni bula Vinaka, malo ambula. Kito mara ni rani kito mai bisa matitala ni bike muni. Ena nito ndau be makarara mata kiti kayani be baka ungi titu kan be kemani nan ndau baka muri kito tumai. Ena nito vata ena bola mata. Na kabini kuwa pabi bina ko baka mbuli tiku bertuna marama rato sema tal tiku mai na kabini kuwa rua rau sema tiku mai Australia sema tiku mai dua mai Canada baka kina be kera na tiku ngoi biti. Kito na baka matala taki kito ni pera ni kito na dai dawiri na nito ulutanga kina nito be bagrara mata ke merani kito be bu kito ngani be kemni se loma tartiko se bagatitingatiko se reretiko ena rawi kalau mai ena bisnisi kito sama di bagatingo be kemni sengere de bagandua yang ngamerseni boleh dibuka udah betul main kororuan dan yang bunom belabu pas no korotumbo and yang la kemba no boleh pala turang ni na bosa rato leo tol na lubi ke rau to sa pa bubale to do ko to ba lubi bana makumbu ke rau ya wada ka tu banga sini bulo mani rosong bulo mbaki ni mbere ni mai te butaka ndo na korribuli ni bulo bos balangi be na turang na marama dar bongo ne leoniesia o mai vengo ena takataka na ruo no ndolo rosong bulo karua sa tolo tuku ngona mbaki na nongu didi pakatu mai nongu bisnisi my biggest why ena ngono mai ndikita kina business mboya no o karaba tunga ndona kana ngono no pakadengo no kako ni mai tu wale tunga mera ni bulo kino pakasama mera ni o tomana tunga na nongu benga rabe kina nongu bubale baka kina be kemani uningan reba tu ni sasanga ti ko muni bang sangarata le ndona i bure ni labo se bure ni mbula mera ni buke kemani baka kina nongu nganreba mi mai pakuria tiko nga nakasa maro itu mai na loma ni tulus ngabul bakalada na empaki ni takataka bingarabi kera bakabiwetini me tomani tiko nga pakuria tiko nga na savings siya balat ni sa matuan ta sa retire elevo na ka ndo ko tatalanga mai enda nambada esona ka enda ko tamai ena bina ka ni tu esona na me tu be kana na ya meran tangarabi kan baka binakina baka si me tomani tal tu na bingarabi ena lotu na banua na biwakani kira dengan rebatu kakene uto tibengani kau maro tak tukino business ngo ka ungete usar kino bagalebo ngo bakadar tukino business ngo ya na ngo pinakata meu soliendo na ka maro to kan dona ka membalitir to na makubikirao me rani rato na bakan dita kirato na ngon rato tiko bukin dakilato na renre di bangkar takataka na ngon ngo ke bakar mani takataka dakilato do ko di takibayanga tiko na kay rasaw mi tiko kina saw nimbula na ngon ngo bakaka bada na ngona samber mai Vinaka yana pagkamadala membeletia wana krei tiada mena pagkamadala taki koya ni berengay la kon biwati la ko be lia ngai oto titi ko misistam na kawai pinabali tiada
Pinaksara bagalebu ni sambula binakamai ni mata binaka ndo umbula binaka na marama au jis ndo baga binaka ni rani to mai wasia bata ngona kabini kuwa na yavangu ate ava na itu kurokongidho marama ni na beidho watu wani mbuka tailevu matana links ke teito to elau au wakawati sarele kutumbo andona ni rodhorobo wakawati tiko e tonga matani singa waraki tiko na matani grand son ena ngaunango sanda wakambota tiko na kalu ni nayadho au waka tiko waka registered nurse Northwest Queensland. I have been a registered nurse for the last 30 plus years sa ngauna tiko ni retire. Looking forward to that time. I am a proud business owner. Katini kaona ni Bula na nungu baka didibati ko online digital business as a side hustle. Umaru takati ko baka lebu na kakere may ulivi ka baka bimbi na beisaw. As an Itoke woman, it has done a lot to my mindset. A change of mindset. Gay baka bimbi na buturara ni didibaki business and may sangan information, but you're exposed to millionaires and the way they run things, the way they do things. So it's not only the business that we're in, but it's the attitude towards money, the attitude towards life. And that it is a becoming process. And the becoming will be becoming until we finish from here. Levu dina na vuli, kau marau takatiko baka levu ni may rambay levu sarana kila. Siyang wala ni kila bakang business, but in personal development and in other areas that I have come across. Kau siyang ni bukan ni baka, what's the word? Au siyang ni regret taka na decision. Yung tabi kalawa may na tinikaw na nabula sao iti mo may tiki na nang business. Pinaksara baka levu.
Naka, na vale tena. Wati?
Vinaka, do mbula Vinaka na marama bulioti, ni mbula Vinaka waki na ni toitokani, ni barong tiko menaka vinikua, kemi na turanga na marama, kemi na vesa mati tiko mai na yawo Vinakongo. Pamadala takia ngava leka na dango wati, au sema tiko ningo Easterne, Australia, au daga tiko baga full-time support worker, sama irua nemba ki bulawalo na nungutiko na lamani bisnisi, maro takatiko na veka sama rawati, mga pinabinaka takatiko na vekilay na veka vo may bulili, tarayda kina nambula na vesinga, na vesa mati ke ira, era ndui ke kai, na vendui vanua ki vendui tukina. Pama binaka takisarati ko na opportunity in the may sotava na business ngo. Pinaka Madam Sustulele Stella ni Vicky Mnina ngauna.
Naka Wati? Lia?
Naka do bula Vinaka na marama, ni bula Vinaka talanga na barong ti kumay, na dang ngaulia, sabato na kor na buni mono berata, televu bas talanga televu na kor saka. Sa uti kanin kono bono Alberta Canada, kerto na nung kubitamani, o daka ti ko ike baka caregiver, kau sama ite ko tal ngana nung business na bana bek saoti, o sama maru tak sarti ko na bikau sama reida ka sabu keo kina na business ngo. Me baka tika arto sa rosa pa madala chikina marama sa baka rambali bitaka na nung kilaka, sa buke baka libra nung gutumu baka yalo sa ramandanga, au babi binakataka kina ni umay siya matuwa nando na platform, awana no ma nung mate nung durmay may rawa ka nga baka ilaw, iyo siya nga ni reida tu na beka lelebutal, tiko may indap na, iyo babi binakakina ni wasa turumay na kalaw. Hindi naman nga nyo tekibu re tu lebanon re o lako duruma na nungko sasanga takamay na tiki-tikibu ni nungko tikibu naman na nungko business yan na bata-batang ko may baka nyo yawin to siyang sartungan kila na baka din business siyang abiyaw na kila baka bimbi na kila ka na kina baka natakin na mo na liba-liba yan ni kuwa sa rin ko na sabi so sar na nungko italan no kau baka bibinakin na baka lebo, maru taka sarkir baka lebo. Nung kusama iti ko yan na business ko, baka talangakin na. May ito, baka kukuha takatal na nung kumbul na biyokani, may siya mati baka sa iti ko tala ni kuwa, may siya mati ko batikirto na nung ito kani bulotir, to akango, kau baka bibinakin na siya ni kuwa. Na baka lebo, madam.
Naka Lia, tatoka. Mrs. Tamanakawai.
Nakawai levo Merseni, o kung buliti ko ang vikim nino bakarong ti kumay, ni bula Vinaka, kim daw talangan marama bulio ti may ruk ni venta ko, andong bula Vinaka. Nakawai levo, na ilang ko kesa marama tambo nakawai, o labutu may nakor ko nukuni, yan yano na ilaw, may nasa na olaw. O sa imba kibit nga bulkan dua, sabi to na imba ko na balabo ni nga nung bulatu kinawaka pension ang beka. Ruan na lubengo raw sa lakalaka raw sa pumatapubali kawal na mapumbungo. Au vengo may na bitu na bagsawat yo vengo may na awali utakatiko endo na isongo International Conservation Organization. Kaba ko banyo wala to may Papua New Guinea, may Solomon, may Cook Island, batakibiti. Ito dito ba ki regional program taljunga ay Melanesia, Polynesia and Micronesia. Nabunalebo yung business ngo. Kanikila na pensen nung pensen sarotio Vinaka na nung gumbule vesinga senga soni Vinaka na tuwa ka rautu kina tawi mate se kina pakadada ni nongu chico se dangi lamba kela ko mai mani lut kina nongu vale se rusa kina e sin tuveia na iau se nei lava mona baka vina katag kina ko ana tindona tikina lebu ko e uduruti mai kina me o mai au vina katakini me uduru mai ngona kina ikarua ke amani ndona ka vai ayado ena na rai ena la ko viru na lupen pero ndondo linga mai kina sini au vina kate me Garevionga ni satu na nonro ongo talangana na tilo benda ver na tilo benda o bina ka talangana ngono mengai wati kina na nongai bakazengo yani satu endona ka era ni gero mata ka vir na makumbong mita sa kina rambur na ka valeu
na vale porque mdona marama ni ronga de tuko na no to italano ana marama na kavinekua. We joined the business with different reasons, our different whys. Ito to kambaleta ang business ngo esenga ni your age doesn't matter. Your age doesn't matter in this business as long as you have a strong why that you want to do this business and that you believe in yourself and you know that you can do this business. Au marata kana katu kunolia. Itu naman ko na business ko bukas man nga nang bula pakayalo, which is really true. Au daw to kuno to na bingo na ili na this is a journey of faith. Kila na nanda bakang bauta na kalonda bakang bauti kenda. Buke kenda to kuno dadi bakang business ko kena karu. And may be mati. Alright running go when I got into ACS, Mrs. Tamanakawai had left. Ang bilangan sa ngari tanganan sa balay to na dax ka na head girl. Okay kya. Yeah. All those years, kero sanga maybe sa matatal kay Mrs. Tamanakawai through this business. How awesome is that? Leah came in as out Macau. I know her older sister. Ito tiko bata na ngon tiko sa oraw na ruo wati bata kete they were my juniors in ACS 2 years my juniors and for us to be connected again on this platform is andona kana nito maraw takatiko we are not the only ones erato lebu talaturto na OGs erato tiko talaga naman business ko because of work commitments and for other reasons not all of us can appear all at once at one time. Nisarang oda tiko yana nito ngangad na kakito nabuna kito durma kin business go. As pensioners, kaya kami system na kawai we are retirees. Nakakuha pension na wala sa ni pension. But the business is actually giving to us that financial freedom and independence, security, financial security, that this is going to take care of you in a very, very old age. And of course, your children and your grandchildren. Nakapagaliw. Sa atin ko nataro na kabinikuaw na kiremenda to na tirubumanda ve teda na nona ulutanga sa atin ko menaranyo wasebi kenda na kabinikuaw na valib teda.
Pinakapagaliw Mrs. Palele Buka. Sa tokan ko rin na taro mena unabosa kinawagalega how important is a change of mindset in business. It is very, very important, overly important, I must say. Siya nga wala nga ninanitong business but business as a whole. Many people think that they have a business problem when in reality they have a mindset problem. The strategy may be right. The training may be available. The opportunity may be there. But if the mindset does not change, the results will never change. Dabuta tinga no introduction ni dona ka levu o bakata ki au personally speaking may be sau baka levu na nungurai. Kaya may levu na bono ni baka vivi business ngo levu vera tona sa liu sarti ko be kay mami era Rasa, they're raking in the 6-figure income, the 7-figure income. And what they've done is they've accessed the millionaires' books and quotes and lifestyle and whatever else that we are exposed to. I definitely believe that this is this is a journey of faith. Ninda mai wakarongoda na itala no me baletira na milina kena davera mai the wuta toka me baleta na nonda journey. Anybody can become a millionaire.
That's right.
The mindset needs to move from where you are to where you're supposed to be, because everything starts with the way you think. So a man thinketh, so is he. Never kana ngana kawi ko baka samataka. Gai levu na ngauna. Da nanu mo token, you're a millionaire, they're a different breed. No. We are the millionaire breed. And you have to believe that. Believe that, work towards that, you'll become a millionaire. Veva ka ungi TV yau ni umay rongoda na non tala noa wata ke merambuta toka mai na consistency ni turu toka endo na paipa na loma ni bokete e ado na singa sana overflow na wai. Ya nai wale ni Bula e rabaka viviva mai the consistency that you become that every day, same person every day. You do the same thing every day. Those are the mindset change. Kaya may baka Vinaka baka leo tau manda na kalo with this platform baleta. O na numa ni business nga baka na kai rabuta tiko kamba ni lia my Canada bukena na Bula baka and that was me. O na numa ni business bata kina ilago. You know, you come in, you see that, you swallow hook, line and sinker, but once you're in, no, the process. The opportunity may be there, but if the mindset doesn't change, as I said, nothing will change. Your mindset creates the business ceiling. You'll become a millionaire, you will get there. Given time, you'll get there. Maybe the transforming and the renewing of your mind. Romans 12. Every business owner operates within an invisible set of belief about what they think is possible. If you believe that wealth is hard to create, then wealth is hard to create. No one can shift you from there, only you. Shares and investment. And to me, that is a foreign world to only a selected few of people. Last 3 days, shares. Why? Because you break that ceiling.
Right.
That I can and I will. Matanggali mindset me tigo weekend, the mindset moi di baka rawa ni baka bulivi Kira bibo sa kitigo pati kina nungu nisi na singa lebu niko, watungo yao. Au ke bako sin mera na business ngo. Au sana nas tungango me daw nila retire, me daw nila imate sanga talento na ka. And that's life to me. What about you? Rauni beisau na bakasam. Tiko nga veiko na kianaki, tiko veyao na kianaki. Successful people are different from me, different from you. That's another mindset that needs to go. Or you're saying that you're too old, or you're too young, or too inexperienced. Hey, most of us, we don't have the experience to run the business. But you're willing to learn, though. Then those beliefs has become ceilings for your growth, for my growth. Bob Proctor, tamata millionaire, kau tuhuna tiko, levu na turanga, levu na marama kima may rongoda tuna quotation, na non-rival lomango, sa may bukia na ni mamimula, mikima mi, you know, that things can change. Bob Proctor taught that our results are not created by our desires. They are created by our paradigms. And a paradigm is a collection of habits and beliefs stored in the subconscious of our mind that control the way we behave. And that is why two people can receive the same exact opportunity, business opportunity ngo. Atay, durungamay, may bulbul isang result out. Kini karua, toka kina, daka toka, may daw na saya ni result. Two different people, Same platform, 2 different results. And if I'm talking to you, if I'm resonating with you, do the necessary changes. But that's gonna be so.
Yeah.
Not even sure. This may be the platform that'll shatter the poverty ceiling that we're always. That's how the mutatunga na venga una. Here. One sees opportunity, the other sees obstacle. One takes action, the other sees, I cannot do this. The other person focuses on limitations. The business never grows beyond the level of thinking of the person that is leading it. Kito sa mga binabina, kito sa dawi kalaw romay. Until your mindset expands, your income, your influence, your leadership, and impact will eventually hit a ceiling. Always. Kaya kasi ang nabisawa. Yan na po na, hindi matiko kinanay tambo. Transformed by the renewing of our minds. The biggest limitation in business is rarely the market. It is often the mindset of the person serving the market. Mindset determines how you interpret failure. Business is a continuous cycle of testing and learning, adjusting and failing and growing. Yet many people enter business believing the setbacks means they are failing. No. Eu gamay ko sa confidently chingwa na matay ni yung nung live. Eu daw besa na live. Sa tosot chiko na bully, sa tosot chiko na bully. Kaya ninda maingava to kami kunivisa na nanda mindset. Sa tuko na chiko mayoro na viva bully. Excuse me. Meta ka na live. Acha andona singo sa plan sa roke sa live. Kona post-it notes, kona sticky notes, sa wala nang points sa kami tu na wheel ni lori motoka. Rem sa reo na bando na lala. Count 1, 2, 3. Press na live. Okay, to manto aiza na temperature is in the 50s. Kata tungo ko nga yar do tuno ira ron imbuta na lo kan dala ni no motoka. And that's literally, it's true. Guys, teka po basta tayo sa kata may naluri. O sa presta ka na aircon. O ira kita na post-it notes. Ira kay luto-luto kita siya nga tunin to na ka mo tabo. And I just wasn't it. Kaya salah ko mang sa tunan sa entel ngay ka na life. And then right now I can not look at paper and I can, because authenticity is power, right?
That's right.
Here. So if a post gets no engagement, we can do na business, or a prospect says no, or refunds, an ad doesn't work. The average person interprets this events emotionally. They think, maybe this isn't for me. Hey, too early to judge that. Too early to judge. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I should quit. You are enough. And don't allow anybody else to say otherwise. Why is this happening to me? What is this teaching me? This is where many people leave the game, not because of lack of ability, not because of lack of opportunity, but because they lack the mindset required to persist through the discomfort of growth. And growth is uncomfortable. And let's face that, growth is uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable because this is so new. Kaya anda baka binabinakata ni may lebo na kabango, may yabalata na nanda baka sama. Kaya nga minta to baka sama taka ni kuwa. Etiko, kaya baka o kilani rawa ena raw. Na siling saranga na kawambao tatiko na ngamango. Na kaya tiko na namong baka sama. I come from this family. It's not about the family or the upbringing or the education. No, it's not about any of that. You're willing, you're saying yes to change your mindset. That is where big things happen. Vinaka libo, Mrs. Mbalilibo.
Totoka teva, totoka. Awambo tani matatabi kenda ya. Embole kina nonanda bakananan. Hindi na todo nakati ko no teva. Kaya bakasi ni biso na bakananano. Nabunoy ko namtoki na nandamtok nga kinangguri. You get out of your comfort zone. Baleta na fear will always come. It's natural that you will be afraid. But then when you take the first step and you take action and you start building your confidence, when you start building your confidence, fear will just gradually disappear. Already ngir may kinananungumento, mari met kuna may bango ko biya. Daru life. And it was probably just the fifth month into the business for me. Mrs. Malele bukan daru live. Daru live na StreamYard. I said, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do the StreamYard. Kila na nung gumbuno lebe na kami singa. But you know what? I reminded myself, I'm learning something new. I will learn. Even if I make mistakes, it's okay. When you make mistakes, that is your biggest teacher. You learn from your mistakes and you become better. Yan ang go. Saan na may matay tuyan na makakanta na StreamYard? But we were not experts. The experts now were once beginners like you. And they were also afraid in the beginning, but they developed. They trusted the system. They believed in themselves. They reminded themselves that this is possible, and they moved forward. Navalibuteta. Nakarei Mrs. Tambuna Kawai. Ne wasema the weekend na nona ulutanga na kabinikuwa Vinaka.
Okay, nakapalevu Merseni. Okay, nabuna unding taka kinango kanda kila na kaya the tingoi viti sa babagarochi na election sa bebasa kininon the economy nakata udo ko batakina tumbuni saunika batakina tubagan do tunay sauni tamatataka sabi tanregi tunang Bula ko ako nanumakina me nungu ulutangan go the reason our digital online business is your best friend going forward right now. Okay. Teka po nga, we all know this, but I'm going to say it again because it's good to hear it again. Okay, so our business is run on the internet. The internet runs 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So those are your the open business hours. It has global reach. So that's our global clientele. Okay, all you need is a phone, and almost everyone has a phone, a laptop, internet access, and data. And in Fiji, internet is accessed almost anywhere. Compared to if you had a corner store, you would open 8 to 5, 5 days a week. Somebody has to be in the shop all the time, and your clientele is, I think, the families around the neighborhood. That's all you're confined to. Okay. So our business system and platform, this is another reason why this business is actually the best option going forward for anyone interested in a second option. So our business has been running for over 10 years. It has been tested and used and proven by over 280,000 people globally who are connected to it. It is legitimate, and each business owner is registered and paid tax, including the members in Fiji. So many people in Fiji and Fijians own their online business through this platform. It will be interesting to find out exactly how many Fijians are actually involved in the business at some point. Okay. So we should be all feeling jittery or at least anxious into the future. The rising cost, again, every rising cost in Fiji, or not Fiji, globally is linked to the price of fuel. In my former work, we were always pushed to look beyond our immediate circumstances. Look regionally, look globally, because everything is connected. The weather is connected. Environmental issues are all connected. Decision-making in other countries are connected or factors as well. So I still can't get that out of my head. I need to know the details and the line that brings in all these issues down to the national level. Okay, so Fiji and the Pacific Island countries are fully reliant on imported fuel. And right now, it's a time of high fuel prices, which is driven by volatile global markets, which is linked to the conflicts in the Middle East and in Eastern Europe. So there are rising international freight costs. Okay, so this is our underlying reality now and going forward in Fiji. So we don't know how long we are going to have to manage this situation. Okay, the Strait of Hormuz in the Persian Gulf. I think by now everybody knows the name of this place and where it is located. The reason I'm bringing this up is, okay, so 20% of our global natural gas, LNG, 25% of global oil trade by sea come through here, including the supplies to Europe and Asia. And our Pacific supply comes through Asia. Okay, so 2 months ago, in March, there was a 95% drop of ships transiting the strait from 129 to 6. So I think in terms of supply, we are probably tapping into our reserve supply from wherever it is sitting, whether it's originally in the Pacific or whether it's in Asia. But this is going to be used up. They need to replenish it, and for as long as what is happening in the Middle East continues, it's up to us to figure out what that might be in terms of cost nationally and what it will be when it trickles down to the families. Okay. So there were 3 things that I wanted to say here, which it's a no-brainer. But so all developing countries' currencies now are weakening, including ours, of course. All developing countries' borrowing costs are rising, as we've also found out for Fiji. And 3.4 billion people living in 46 developing countries spend more on servicing their debts than on health and education. I don't know whether Fiji is one of those 46 countries. Okay, so down to the home front. So the take-home pay now, given the fuel price rise, the gap between the take-home pay now and the cost of feeding and raising a family now, it is stretching. And I'm sure the income earners in the family are already stressing about this. So I'll talk about the diesel. Diesel fuel has risen by 77 cents a liter. So for a fisherman buying 10 liter of fuel, that's $7.70 extra. So a lot of the fuel is used in agriculture, fishing, and in the transport industries. So this is why we are having to pay higher food prices. So all these sectors that are using diesel with that cost, that is being passed on to us. Okay. But good news, the diesel price is expected to fall in August. But I don't think you should feel comfortable with that. You should still be feeling jittery and on edge, looking at something else to do to cover yourself into the future. So again, back to our business. Our business system and platform, there are only 2 investments that you make into it. $149 in the beginning, and you have that refundable if you want to opt out. And then investment on your startup strategy. Apart from that, anyone can join from 18 to 80. Our business system does 90% of the work. All our business tools and the things that's required for the business are all interconnected and run by this automated system. 90% of it, and we have a team that's there to manage it if things does go amiss. Okay, so there are self-learning courses, and I've established partnerships with a reliable 50-year-old company. Mentors and coaches to support you. We have weekly mastermind for your training, additional training. We have daily drop-ins for support. And your 10% contribution is through your social media. So we attract people like us. We have reasons for change and are committed to make the change and are not afraid to step up. So these are the people that get attracted into what we are doing now. And those are the ideal people for this business. They will succeed in this business. So this is why it is your best option going forward, or your plan B, to come on board and have a look and join this business. So I think all of us have got our own website. It's www with our names on it. Those are, everybody knows by now that the entry points into the business is through our individual business pages. Vinaka Merseni.
Totoka na iba madala, may Mrs. Tamanakawai, data, na evidence that this is the time for us to consider online business. Lele bor sa taka tumay balengo can they wit they are actually baka sa ating po may baka may sada ka na work from home. And you know, and alakotiko, you will feel, klaketa sa anda bakila sa artikulango na crisis, na effects the crisis, feel crisis. It will take time, but then, you know, you need to prepare yourself for the worst case situations, and you need to come on board while there is still time for you. But then, like what Mrs. Tamanakawai said, you know, we will attract people who need this business. Not all of us, not all of you will want to do this business, but we will continue to advocate the opportunities that's available here and why this is the best time and why online business should be seriously considered for your future, for your retirement, for redundancy, for pay cuts, or for change of government or whatever, because we are global, right? We continue to run our business from our home, from wherever we are. Sangani affecta kay mami na ababalati kong gonin on the bura-bura. So we are grateful for the courageous women and men, young people who are already doing this business. We can na ito okay, can na ito ngoy bit, but kay kemani na tumay na biya sa bura-bura. Vinaka, Wati, can we hear from you, please?
Naka Mrs. Malelevuka. Veke mningana barong tiku manaka vinikua o ya una vosa tiku ngana ulutanga. Batingona kena roronga kena vosa bapertania. Scammers are allowed, but real business has proof. Wun nongo betu kunango balita na mataka ni kuwa mbadi lako tala maindo na wakataro ya o lako may viti may nantabolo may tarong tiku ngana may kina. Nindo etu kuna tala tiku ani may bakao na ilavo na ni masabulan tola na empaisa. Gono vuno vending takina na topic ngomo bosteni kina me wewa country titale we kemunina nonda. Why I say scammers are allowed, but oirongo they make big promises, they make big noise and big pressure to get attention. Erna baka sosata ki kutiko yani. Erna baka buki na pressure tiki kotokayan mo baka totolin duan na baka tulawa mo baka totol sar na kaya ngandra batiko mai. Obviamente baka namamit kaya na kabini kuwa kaya kaya tiko ya indua sa bunga star ngo na kito ndo ba madalataka mayroon na scams ngo baka nga takatuna kay mamitamba na sa tiko na laman ng business baka mera impersonate taki kay mami rangay bang taka na may profile ni may post merangay tukulati ko na kay mami mera tabaleti ko mera rawi laba may beke muni through empaisa yo sabong kabong na ngaw na kito tukulati ko yan stenga ni raw ni baka manila na empaisa ng business ngo. We don't deal with empaisa, we are a global business. We send safe secured payment link medakakina na payment may bakasa ba madalit ko kina mi system na kawai na investment na nakamay na 149 kina na startup capital through the safe secured payment link na ba kawyan medakakina na mi online yo irango na nakabati ko ngalan rayban di mararaw laba ba totolo weekend kam darangangaraw ni sarakina ngoendo na ba takilkila mo ni bakame na sulito bikim na signal ker sabu ki ngiriti ke muni to kayani buki prashta ke muni to kayani ni class tarango irna scammers bala to kito na nito business we are kito bande takatiko kito buni lakatiko mana bengo ni kito real business our business is legit na proof ngango kito sa tiko ningo kito barita kito to kayani ni remai ni revi kito tiko ya na matay ni proof donaka O irango era sangatale ni ra men to ke muni se mera tor ke muni baka malua. O ira sa fos ngame meron kaweni nei lava. Vina ni to businessi ke to we don't manipulate you like what they do. We mentor you, we guide you, we show you the process, the system to follow. O tianga nomuniti kuna watu lawa. Nomoni ndingi nakava ni Vinaka moni nakava ni sanga idhuru mena nomoni business. Kwa hiyo na bebe vaka na nomiti ngani kina vekenda na kavini kuwa nda sanganga rauni na business kito sa tiko kina, it's a real business for real people like us. You can see us here as we are real, we are talking to you. Ndo sangiriani ala Vinaka. Mendo ya basi tukani ve kotovala mongirita man robitala no morida. Moridi kwa manda. O de okoya watu tuwatanataka kena profile ya murmuretiko. Yanga na nungu biwa stay leka na kabini kuwa ka nabito tau na kingam ndo da kama sarwa bina kana ndo bandi dike ni sember ni da toron ndo na kalawa ndo kaba kina ndo bakulawa. O klan sa koya na nungu itabi na kabini kuwa na bukula na scammers ndo ngangaro ni tiko kina na benga una statunga matanda. Vinaka.
Vinaka vinavale buati tuku mbimbi sarangaya. Beke mani navarong tiko mai. Kakua sara ni o sikalutu e na non reivan de wiranan dau wasa tuan beke mani na messenger. Me baka ni sarang very clear na baka madala ni wati. Okay, mamin ko sa lebu tu na fake profiles, lebu na ni mami sanin rua. Rabakanga takatu na ki mami tamba kina dai ki mami merabis wati kina. Anu matiko, the only way to get into this business, to join this business, baka ni sarangoda tukun tiko kami sa tamba na kawai, sign up on the website. Sign up yung ngayon na website. No other way. Kaya baka ko kilani ko sabi sign up lang doon na website. Siya nyo daw sabi talanoa ki konekta okay ni website. O ti sa kunyani mo baka tanay labo. Please. Kangaraw ni that is a scam. Nakbalib sa ramati. Yeah. Pekentong ko belia. Nakalia.
Naka madam. Naka bikibina barong tikumay nung gulutan nga sa anding itakatak mo bas kinikwa sa tokongori, prepare your tomorrow today. Mate nga ni ikaw na bewasya na basta mapertan ya bachungo, don't wait for a crisis before you prepare. Lebang una, ando tiko weekend ni saya tanalenga, sandang ngayon daw makarana kya ni wali. Wabila kata meu beba ungi ti weekend, babi weekend na seda kata katiko, setu binakatu na nonda ibure-bure. Bebe bang gitu weekend dan ni mono binakan tonton menta pagaro ti weekend ken membalat na sini matakat na siya sarangan ni ko kito waseti ko bang ko bikim ni endo na digital business balatan ni kito kilang ko era sarangan ni tangara to alongside our job sorumuna saya yadana lega bakasa ka ten mi weekend nan datakadaka sorumuna enda siyang sartungan kila si mendana makai sorumuna ko ten nadaka ndare to ibe yasanda how people lose their jobs biso nga bakasori na matani dengan na mga nindo na singa siyang aninda na makatu minta ngay mengay tuna non tamat po bale ratuna lubenta para pakararabi to weekend minta sangka sa tuni kilay benda bono menda buki kina merau mai kina na kami tambol kina tikongo endo na iwali kito sa reda ranyo bakarote ki ko tukina membaleta na bengo na baya kena karua me bakanga sa wasiti ko me bertra no kito kan na ran ta barote kina membaleta na bisau saya tiko main na nung tabur na ngongo ta sara bakan din takatiko na so taken ni sa Bula. Kakanan na way kakira nga sa to sa kikira na bondo na basic na bikenda na travel ticket kada kasi bikenda na bako tolilitiko kenda sa na bakila keditiko kila ni sa kera mo sa sinin ng ngon ko minta pakararabit nga kinando na income source like it'll be smart for you to find another income source and in this business Kala around in the mental lava can bunga talin on the income streams, eh? The ukin da la new dormelo mongo. Au se tormento busi ser ni torto na kam balata na business na katio lo business ngo. Ino sami da betore loma sami bravula usanga me ke lieti ko malwa na kaiti ko lo usanga me rede ke na gold mine. Tiko ke auro di tuko na ya veke mo se tiko mai tengo ari ni sara veke tu tiko mai ya na raw sara kanya na game re veke baka iko toro mai nei kala wa be baka nga saba matala tiki tiki ka ro point two small steps today create big results tomorrow. Your future is built by the decision you make every day. Oklani itarabalele ya o tera na all those small actions you take every day, the habits. So na dana vakabati ko so na the small action that torti ko consistently. Nda vakabaya meroni beso taka na nanda base ngani mataka na nanda singani mataka. Singira ni nda nakabango binakataka di ko sana deni ko binakatambeka meo nambula sautu nambula binaka na bekali le kumbekan tatatan takatu. You cannot achieve that in a day or in a week or in a year. Tentu na menda na baru tiki kan tati kaya ni bakalala ya na basing menda bula tak sarti na basing sentara besok tak kan kala discipline the way we live, the way we use our time, na babuli kan menda baka ngata ka baka binaka na nantang na na basing ko sana kerin ta kila naranta bakan di tak talanga yalo taninda na rawate kina na kabina sa nampula peaceful life in the future. Kila bikenda na seda kada tiko nang monongo. Again, au bia bana na mikenda tiko. Ta bakaro tiki kenda na mona sarang kon. Baleta nang ono ni baka dia ngene ato mai. Na rondo maruta kani ro tiko mista mona kowe ke mis belele buka. Rondo wasia. Claro saya dabato na bonua ya. Weekend na seda kada tiko whether you like it or not. Kenda na ida batalanga na bonua ya. Rosa do kaisar tinga mai bakale weekend. Start this today. Start it now because you will get there one day. Ang gaya pa pagkain ni sa dapat ka nang baki se wakaw kahit kaya dasera ni kila ninta taka tiko do ka ba sama ni taka tiko pintu kada serang dalawa to na era lewat man nang tambos na nang tangon ni taka karena lewat talanga nang ona rabia bakalilita ka kinta kanisaw baka sa rutin go to juga mis beli buka so sa baka taka tik nga me pale who knows what's gonna come next karena lewat nga werna value tag but when you start your own business kaya may so nakabaya ko sa to kando nakaroon yo kukumbe to kakina something for you to lean on yo lutumay na lingaya ko sa to katalenda na kausabaro teki ko to kinesa ko and invest in yourself before you need to skills knowledge and personal growth are some of the best investments you can make. The more you learn today, the more prepared you'll be for tomorrow's opportunities. Your future is not created tomorrow. It is created by what you do today. Nagwale Mrs. Mbalelebuk.
Navale Lia. So da sarong ata keda na pamadala ni kua. Imagine yourself in 2 years' time. What would be the price of just waiting and not taking action now? What would be the price if you take action now in 2 years' time? What will you tell yourself? Are you going to curse yourself, regret for not taking action now? Or are you going to pat yourself on the back and thank yourself for taking action now? If you are still working, do something now to secure your tomorrow. Ya na wakasama ni alo matua, me bakanga na kada ka na gaskalolo. Wat kira bondre. Bondre, mama rau giring lang sere. Now, gaskalolo, budin-budini, mama roroi, sasangati ko consistently. Dari tiko na manu lenggo, da na rede ninda bakasarapan ng bulan ni gaskalolo. Na maroroi, na building something for their tomorrow. Vai ao kenda. If you're working now, na numa chico, one day you will go home. You'll be lucky if you reach your retirement here. You will be so unlucky if you are unprepared and something happens to the economy, something happens to your company, and you are asked to go home. What will you do? Yeah? Kito sa beba karara matakituani kito beba kongeti tuani bikemni ke bakao sa ungeti tukone lomo. O sabi na kata motor na ikalawa mo may roba tumanda na nito bata-bata ni business go at kung go na nito on the website. So di nga ko sabi ka muriti ko. Rara weekend na ito okay, and dabi bukay baka ito okay. Rara ni dabi kilay bosa-bosa. Eh? Kaya mamsalele mtungo iburo-buro todo ko na marami ni Filipino, na marami ni yes, yan na kanabi matanggalo, na marami lolo, na marami ni balangi. We are all doing this business together. Nanumatiko, you will not be here on your own. You will have your mentor, you will have your coach, you will have the business community, you will have the training, and people are willing to help support you achieve your goals in this business. Na key, itiko beko. Your mindset, based on your mindset, moranyo kila, that there is something that you can rely on in years to come. Nakalowe nandolaba may nakatumba. Nakalowe nandolaba may nakatumba. Sa nandolaba nakatumba nakalo, you take a step of faith and you do what you feel that you can do and say, Lord, this is what I'm doing. Intelligent faith. Makakatak na numubaka sama. Moraw niyo toro kina na ikalawa. To samay. Neranin da may bebu kitaka. Nanon da dito baka ng business is not only for your personal, it's for personal growth. It's for your family. It's for your manua. It's for the church. It's for your the nation. No, we are building our nation as well as we partake and we are running our business. Wabi na binakatagbe kem nito to sa misale lebo sarangana sema tiko may na kami ni kuwa binakabakalib sara no maningaw na. We appreciate your sacrifice for you to be able to listen to our live this afternoon. Wabi na binakatalanga bikim to na marama. Na itokan yung buluat minaluko ni Bida kuwa na numuntungaw na kami ni kuwa. Until next week. Sabi ko mo detal ko ningo na domain ro de suva do kolongata do gagati ko na valib.
Vinaka,